Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
I'm Tom.
We're back with Ninja Turtles Season 4, Episode 10. Tom, last episode we had the return of a couple villains, Lord Dreg and Armagon. And now that I think about it, Armagon is on the cover of the Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter Street Fighter clone game that came out for the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. And
that was a good era of gaming too.
It was the golden era. My favorite era for sure. On the cover of the Sega Genesis one, Raphael was fighting this shark thing. That's supposed to be Armagon. Okay. So I didn't, and that's all I know of him. So he's also an old school fool, just like Lord Dreg. Now, it was a cool episode. We had to go to the Cosmic Ocean and talk to the Queen Lady, Hydraula. Hydraula. What'd you think of her?
I liked her as a character. She freaked me out with her little Medusa type tentacle things when she screamed, and
the Medusa thing got me. Don't like the idea of it.
Yeah, but I like the Dagons. I like that world which I think there's some debate on whether it's actually water or not, with it being...
Yeah, go check out that post talk. We were talking about, I mean, we know, we have all kinds of evidence of water. It was formed here. It could form other places, right?
Right.
Mars used to have water, supposedly. I mean, there's ice out there, right? Doesn't, I mean, just because there's ice doesn't mean it's frozen water, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could be frozen other things. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cosmic ocean floating in space, and I think he said interstellar liquid. So, whatever that is. Yeah, we don't know. But it's one of those things, maybe they don't even know when they were doing it. They're just saying, just some cosmic liquid, some space shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? The kids don't care.
Yeah, they won't. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, it could be one of those things, maybe they know exactly what it is. Like, well, we know what it is. It's actually this. It's based on the theory of that. But we're not going to put that in for the kids' show. But we do know it in our lore Bible for Ninja Turtles. There's actually this Ninja Turtle character guide from, like, all these different places from the past 40 years. Like this encyclopedia. I want to get it. I saw it on eBay. Pretty sure it shows all the different versions, too, of the Turtles. Yeah.
It'd look good on one of the shelves, too.
Hell yeah, it would. Also, the idea of the psychic simulator. That's one thing I wanted to bring up that I forgot to bring up. It's not too far out of the realm of possibility for me, at least when it comes to like what I've been exposed to for sci-fi. Some crazy futuristic technology. We're going to kind of read your thoughts. So, Leonardo's thoughts or memories or his interpretations of Splinter, he gets to interact with them. What do you think of that?
You can interact with him from having a conversation based largely off of memories and things like that. Could you get to the point where there could be some sort of simulation where you could physically touch?
Well, he seemed to be drinking the tea and stuff.
Right.
Was that all a simulation too? I don't know. So, I mean, we have really good VR. And we even have the VR to where like the floor moves, stuff like that. Huh. I mean... I was thinking, yeah, you know, we talk about the depressing side of life when you're jacking off to an old memory. You know what I mean? You know, me being married and stuff is not something I've had to do for a long time. Mm. But, you know, in this type of world, it'd make it a lot easier.
You're out in space.
No one can hear you scream. Let's jump in. You tell me, Leonardo, April's sleeping like that?
There's one last piece of the black hole generator left, and we gotta find it.
Can't we just destroy the pieces we already have? I mean, what are the Triceratons gonna do with one stupid piece?
Well, what if they figure out a way to replicate the technology, Raph?
Donatello is right. The machine must be destroyed. Every last piece of it.
That being said, destroy the ones you have.
I agree completely.
What?
Well, that's not good.
That's not good. I don't like pink portals. Oh my gosh. Are we doing it?
Looks old school.
Thomas, Alan.
I think I speak for everyone when I say,
Holy sewer cakes!
oh no, dudes. I think we're in Pittsburgh.
The world is so flat. Donnie, explanation?
We're possibly in some kind of alternate dimension.
Huh?
What?
Yes. Thank you, God.
There. Us?
He's got a blaster! Get him! Oh, nuts! It's not us! Take him down! Talk! Who sent you? The Triceratons? Get off of me, you crack-shelled imposter!
You're just like me, dude!
Go!
Go!
I'm I'm trying to tell you, this isn't a weapon. It's a portal projector.
Well, how do we know you're not a Krang?
That's why we brought you here. He's causing trouble in our dimension and yours too.
Krang's like trying to destroy both our realities, dudes. We just don't know how.
Did he sound great? I don't like the line. I don't know why they had that fucking line.
What's up with the initials on your belts? Lame.
I think I'm gonna like putting some more cracks in this imposter shell. And you, Gappy, why do you sound so weird? Me sound weird? Heard yourself lately?
Hey.
They have the same voice actor I ever got. Raphael plays the new Donatello. That's the old Krang.
So, you've allied yourselves with your dimensional counterparts, eh?
What's with the gross man baby body?
This will be the last time I have to look at you disgusting turtle.
Not so fast, Krang.
Wow, this is just lame.
Come on!
My dimensionizer will wipe out all of your
Worlds.
Oh, great. Now we're stuck in this dimension. Probably forever.
I still have my portal ray.
Handy.
What? Come on, guys.
Just gonna leave him?
Yes! We're back in New York City.
How?
I can't believe we're back in the past.
Oh.
Look at us. We're like more solid or something.
Well, we came from a two-dimensional
So
reality
weird.
into a third dimension. It's like science fiction.
Hey, guys, now that we're in a new dimension...
Pizza time! Far out!
So crazy.
Yeah, I love it. This is fantastic.
You can't do that, dudes.
Why not?
Because we live in secret here. We have to live in the shadows like real ninjas.
They know that in the original.
As long as Krang is carrying portal tech, I can track him like Michelangelo sniffing out pizza. I think I found him.
You
Up
see,
there.
the old turtles are running like that.
Yeah.
Turtle power! Whoa. Hold up with the turtle power for a second. I'm the order guy. This guy.
Come on. Yeah, they all agreed. Let's go.
Keep away from that dimensionizer, freak.
Holy chalupa!
Why does that thing he's in look like a plastic baby doll?
That's just the android thing he's in.
Oh.
I don't remember any of that shit. Oh. What? I've seen him with that club thing before.
I would impale that thing.
Well, at least we have his dimensionizer thing.
Looks like some kind of anti-matter weapon. If this thing goes off, it could wipe out our entire dimension. We gotta defuse it back in my lab, now!
Back so soon? You just left to patrol the city.
Sensei!
Is everything all right?
It's just really amazing to see you.
Whoa, dudes! This lair is rocking! Totally radical!
What do we tell you guys about waiting outside?
What is going on here? Someone explain. Now!
Wow, your Splinter is kind of strict. And tall, too.
Donatello?
Yeah, they were transported here from an alternate dimension, Sensei. Along with this weapon we have to defuse. Like ASAP!
Cowabunga!
I call dibs on pinball.
Don't we have a little antimatter weapon to deal with here?
The Donatellos will take care of it.
Look at Leo.
Yeah.
Leonardo, I would like to speak with you in the dojo. Now! son. Why are you so sad?
Well, I'm not sad, Sensei. It's hard to explain. There's something I need to tell you. We're actually living 6 months in the...
Donatello!
The weapon is linked to 2 other identical bombs, and they're rigged to go off in 9 minutes!
Where are the others? We believe at least one of the bombs is in your dimension.
They're gonna nuke our world, bros! Totally bogus!
That's not gonna happen. Donnie's? What do we do?
Well, we attuned my portal to track down the other dimensionizers, and the first one is here.
Whoa, dude, there it is! On top of the same skyscraper! Weird.
Go. Do what needs to be done.
All right, team, let's do this. Turtle power!
Enough with the turtle power already. Let's just go.
So then in this dimension, would he ever see the turtles again?
From what I understand, they were in the past, 6 months in the past, of the same dimension. They just time traveled.
We got you surrounded. I hacked your stupid portal and brought you here. Why? Because I'm awesome!
Hey, she's back.
Crank's a prime?
No, Megan Fox. Oh, I forgot. You're the dumb one.
At the time, Megan Fox was playing April O'Neil, which is a beautiful casting, by the way.
Sublime, you blithering idiot. I told you not to bring the turtles here.
Where the heck is here anyway?
The Technodrome.
Ah, the good old Technodrome.
God, yeah, iconic, man.
We banished you because you're a screw-up, but you made up for it. Welcome home. Just wait until the rest of my plan unfolds. We're going to blow those turtles to smithereens.
Yeah! We already deactivated one of your dimensionizers, Krang.
And we're gonna deactivate the rest. Turtle power! Oh, sorry. Get him?
That arm ahead, I can't get over it.
I know.
We only have 5 minutes to disarm 2 more bombs.
Leave this to the real Raphael.
That's from the opening in the old one.
Got it! Heads up, D!
Back to our home dimension.
Okay.
Finally, back in the real world.
Now let's just keep it from blowing up. On it!
Anywhere you
Oh,
go, we
jeez.
follow freaks.
Wow.
2 dimensionizers down!
There's still one left in the primary turtle reality. If those turtles are destroyed, then so are all of you.
Donnie's, get to the 3rd reality.
Oh, dude. The comics.
What kind of dimension is this?
Crank said this was the primary turtle reality. Maybe it came before both of our worlds. Let's go!
This is trippy, dude.
It's the Prime Turtles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Move, D!
Dude, I loved it.
There it is! See in another dimension! You can't escape so easily, freaks!
Oh, the finger
fingers,
thing.
yeah.
Disgusting. That was disgusting.
Welcome back, heinous reptiles! I can hack your portal all day long! Oh!
I was gonna say.
We deactivated all of your dimensionizers. You're finished. That's right, pig dude. You can't blow up our realities anymore.
You've been trying to wipe out dimensions? We've been trying to mutate? Are you insane? You did say wipe out the turtles at any cost. This is why I banished you. Because you're an idiot, a moron, a dingleberry. So you know what? Oh no. You're not again.
Let's take this wad of chewing gum down.
Wad of chewing gum. Another Irma head gone.
What are you doing?
I would kill that thing.
Oh, yeah! A little hacky Krang, Michelangelo.
Put me down, you maniacs! No! I hate black and white!
They'd kill his ass there. That's what they did back then. They just kill people.
Leonardo, thanks for everything.
No, thank you. Without your help, all of our realities would be doomed.
He definitely sounds older. Love it. That's the thumbnail probably right there. Right there.
Feels great to be back home.
What?
A giant freaky worm.
I bet that pesky Shredder and Krang are behind this.
What the?
This is a continuation.
I think things just got really bad, bros.
Tiger Claw.
Yeah, that's the Tiger. Okay.
So is that picking up in the linear timeline of when Tiger Claw was still trapped inside that?
Yeah. So.
And we're just seeing one of his...
Well, yeah, like, 'cause that exact ending, Tiger Claw went inside that worm or whatever and ended up there. Like, oh, you think Tiger Claw is going to fight them? And then it ended. So now we got to see the rest of it. Except we still didn't see how it ended. But obviously Tiger Claw is able to get out of there and come back to our dimension.
Right.
To me, that was the coolest episode. I know you never really watched the old ones. I'm very 99% sure they brought back all the original voice actors. Leonardo sounded a little different sometimes, but they're all...
like Mikey's, the old school Mikey's voice.
Yeah, it's great, and you should have heard it. I mean, like, this show started airing the year I was born, the cartoon. So it's like 36 years ago since they played the voices. You know what I mean? They're all probably in their, they gotta be old. I imagine they were in their 20s and 30s when they did it.
Right.
But it's fantastic. I loved it.
Great episode, dude.
Yeah. There was so much funness to it because of what the old Turtles brought. I'm going to be really interested in how you and I feel when we eventually react to the original series. I mean, I think it's just one of those things you got to have fun with. I mean, it's very... There's not any deep stakes, or it's just this fun show for kids. I think it's going to be more of like a meditation to completing all the Turtles, which is our goal. You know what I mean?
So the theme now of one of the first notes that I took was Casey and April kind of just being left out of a lot of these missions. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but I just feel like, really, what else are you going to do with the characters right now? Yeah, they didn't have... I don't know if they have enough room in the story for them here, because there's just been too many. And then you'd be like, well, why don't you get the old school April and the old school Casey? Then you'd have 4 more characters instead of 2 more characters. So I was fine with it. I liked how they went to the comic dimension. There's like a movie that is a wrap-up of the 2003, the one before this, television series. And I downloaded it when I was much younger. And I skimmed through it. I actually didn't watch it, but it looked awesome. But they did talk about... one thing, because I just remember going towards the end of that thing, they had to go back to the Prime Ninja Turtle dimension, and it was also the comic book dimension. So it's almost like they're keeping with this Ninja Turtle multiverse. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And the idea that the Krang that we had in the 90s, or the 80s, 90s cartoon, he is a cousin of the Krang in just a different... in just a different dimension. So in that show, they never give any kind of hint that, Krang is not an Utrum. He's just Krang. There's no other Krang like him. I don't think, at least. I'm pretty sure we don't see any other ones ever. So, but I knew the original idea was the Utrums were a different, there were a bunch of them. And I don't know if Krang was ever a name they used in the original comics. So, one thing that you brought up during the reaction that I mean, just my humble opinion, but I unequivocally agree with you, is... You have the 2 pieces now. I would be destroying those pieces. Yeah, there's no reason not to destroy them now, because you're going to destroy them anyways. Just destroy them. Throw them, if they're hard to destroy, throw them into the sun, like they were going to do to the Gundams and Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Unless there's some sort of caveat to where it has to be whole and fully assembled to be utterly destroyed. But that
Yeah, that'd be like some writer coming up with that. You know what I mean?
I don't understand the logistics of how that would work. I would be too worried about these falling back into the wrong hands. At least if you destroy these,
yeah, I mean,
that much harder for them.
It's that much harder for them, for sure, because they don't have the other piece. Like, it might be hard for them to find the other piece.
Right.
Now, I know the show is going to make it so there's going to be a standoff when they get to that third piece.
Yeah.
But, you know, in reality, they don't have the information on where the third piece is. Only that little council of Utroms did.
The little planet where they said Magnamar.
Yeah. You know, one thing, the only complaint I have is when the original old school, the 2D turtles, I didn't like how they acknowledged that, like, oh, why are we 3D, man? You know, it's like, no, like, the world's 3D to you, but it's just, you know, we didn't have CG back then.
Right.
So that was a little weird to me. And why do they have a line? Why they got to do the line?
Oh, on the nose?
It's to show, like, oh, this is the middle, and it's a three-dimensional thing. It might look too flat if we don't have the line. They never really had a line in the old school ones ever. Now, they were turning their heads a lot, and you knew they had, like, kind of like a beak or a snout, you know?
You like their feet a lot better than you like the new feet.
Yeah, like elephant feet. Someone left a comment one time, like, it's actually more realistic. Like, you're right, I don't care. You know what I mean? You know, like, when they transform, they have human-like qualities. They have fingers. I mean, their hands, you know, it's not realistic for them to have the hands that they have.
Because they have, what,
fingers and thumbs.
A thumb and 2 fingers?
Yeah, that's not fucking realistic. Don't give me realistic hands. Don't give me fake hands and realistic feet. Because if so, their feet would have to be like their hands have to be like their feet, like elephant feet. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I had another note here. Oh, yeah. Did we talk, you know, think about the 2D and 3D dimension.
Okay.
Now, they talk about this in Interstellar. Well, they talk about this in True Detective.
Yeah.
We are in the third dimension. We occupy this space, and the fourth dimension seems to be the space you occupy when you can witness not just length, width, and height, but you can witness time itself. Mm-hmm. If you have a cartoon character, boom, 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 and you said he occupies the 2D space. You put him in prison, what do? You just do that. He can't get out of that little circle, right? Isn't that weird to think about?
Yeah.
But, you know, as a three-dimensional creature, we say, hey, just step out of it. But he can't conceive of another dimension other than the one he occupies. Even though we see it and we experience it, we look down on him. You know, Rustin Cole, when he's doing the beer can things, you talk about the fourth-dimensional guys. To them, it's the same thing. You put that same character in a prison, like an actual three-dimensional, like a cube, say, hey, get out of there. Like, I was like, well, we can't get out of this room. There's nowhere to go. Isn't that weird to think about? But a fourth-dimensional character, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said this, like, it's like, oh, you'd be saying, oh, step out from before you went in there. Just go back a little further in the timeline and jump out. And then go forward and go back to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so weird to think about, isn't it?
Well, it's essentially right now with where we are, it's beyond our realm of comprehension because we're in that dimensional space. So
yeah.
We're not capable of understanding that.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, and the 2D, 3D thing, I don't buy it because, like, it shows the turtles from different angles, and it wouldn't really make sense if they could turn and have different angles. That means, like, they are generating new features as their body turns, right?
Right.
And they walk down the street, it'll show them from the side. I'm like, okay, do they, as they're walking down the street, do they only have one eye here? You know what I mean? Because, you know, so it's just, yeah. Then buy the 2D thing. It should have been just like, oh, this is a cartoon and this is a CG. To me, I don't think they should have made differentiated between 2D and 3D worlds. Yeah. Also, yeah, I have read the first issue many years ago of the very first Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird comic. These are just some guys, they dreamt of being comic book artists, having their own studio. They self-funded the book with a loan that Kevin or Peter got from their uncle to self-publish their standalone Ninja Turtle comic. Where they broke all these records. So, shit, we gotta come up with a sequel. Because this, you know, only thing I remember is they actually ended up killing Shredder, and you know they got their revenge and everything else. But so they had to make a sequel, and then toys blew up and the movies blew up, and they actually got very distracted from the comic. They had creative differences. They separated their ways, and pretty sad.
Yeah.
But they ended up getting back together later in life, funny enough. And they became, I think, friends again. But anyway, so that's Ninja Turtle lore drop. It was appropriate because we had the old school turtles in it.
This was a cool episode for sure. And probably one of my favorites too, for sure.
I loved it. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, I don't think I got anything else, guys. If you want to support us, or if you like this shit and you like the old school Ninja Turtles, let us know. Who's your favorite turtle? And if you want to jump on Patreon to see early access, go ahead. If not, we'll see you next week.